Right, so to change the lower thread cutter, which is just here, we've got a couple of screws to look at. We've got one here and we've got one here. The main one to get this one off is here, and that's the only one you'll have to undo to get the actual cutter off. As you can see, this one is the old style and the new style is completely separate now. This is the only one you can buy now. If you do have the old one, it's not a problem to replace it with the new one, but we basically need to undo this screw. So a Z-angled screwdriver is always going to make your life easier, but flat or Phillips, just get your screw out completely, and then afterwards your thread cutter will just come out as one big block. We have got the machine turned on at the moment just to give us a bit of light. You can do it without the machine on if you don't feel comfortable with it being on. Your screw and your thread cutter will come off completely. What we'll be able to see now is we've got our actual residing part here where the thread cutter sits onto, these two little pins, and then we've got the hole where the screw has just come out of, and the plate for it to sit on with the little pip just there. So what we'll need to do here, the easiest way to look at it, is your thread cutter itself has got your little guide point just here, like so, and that is going to rub up and rest against this piece just here, like so. So easiest way to do it is just pop it on, make sure that your thread cutter here on this right hand side is in between your two metal prongs, which were just here. So it's just going to pop on, and then we just make sure that it lines up with the hole and that the little metal piece that was on the left hand side is pushed up and rubbing against that metal guide. So simply at this point, just pop your screw back in. Just be careful not to drop it in the machine. Like so. And just completely tighten that back up, like so. Again, a Z-angled screwdriver will always make life a bit easier. As it gets to this last point, we basically want to make sure that it's going to be straight. So with our finger here, we can see there's a bit of left and right movement with the thread cutter. Just hold it so it's pushing to the right hand side, and it will allow your metal guide there to push up against this block. So just now keep your finger on the back and tighten up that screw, like so. There we go, make sure it's all tight. Now the back piece here, if you've gone from an old style thread cutter to a new style, this may need adjusting. So if you suddenly find that when it's cutting, it's only cutting short tails, we may need to adjust it. So this little pip just here that's inside that piece just there, if we were to loosen the two screws a little bit, so that one and also the one at the back, the entire assembly now will move left and right, up and down rather. So push it as far up as you can, tighten your top screw, and then again just make sure we bring our thread cutter round so it's pressing up against, and make sure our screw is completely tightened once again. And that's it.